morning. I'm Suzanne Gill, President and CEO of Genome British Columbia, and I'm delighted to be here with you today. Before we begin, it is an honor for me to introduce Genome BC's inaugural Elder in Residence, Shelley Joseph, and Hekwa Jila Ogwa. Genome BC's Elder in Residence program is an important step towards advancing reconciliation while centering Indigenous voices and worldviews in all that we do. It is an integral part of our commitment to working with Indigenous peoples and communities, ensuring that we are doing so in a culturally safe way and advancing Indigenous priorities as articulated by Indigenous peoples. Now it's Shelley's turn.
Thank you for that. You were so close. You had it first correct when we were standing by the door. My traditional name is Hekwagila Ogwa. My English name is Shelley Joseph. I come from the Kwakwala speaking people, and our traditional territories are located on the northern tip of Vancouver Island, the adjacent mainland, and some of the little islands in between. I'm so happy to be here this morning. First of all, because there was no traffic driving here. It was a nice straight shot, and parking was good, so that's always a great indicator of how your day is going to go. So I'm really happy for that. But I am really pleased, honored to be a part of the Genome family here in Vancouver. I had extensive conversations with Candace before agreeing to come on. I'm quite aware of the many companies who just want to check a box of reconciliation, but I'm really pleased to know about and to be a part of moving forward in really good ways in relations to Indigenous people here in Canada. Right now, I own a business called Ladders to Kindness Training. I've been doing that for 4 years, but before that, I worked with my family at Reconciliation Canada, where we traveled across the country engaging people, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, bringing them into space together to create deeper and more meaningful relationships. That reconciliation is more than something that we do, but something that we need to live on a real personal level, day to day. And so I hope that each of you will look at what reconciliation means to you personally, on a real personal level first, and then bring that foundation into the work that you do with Indigenous people. And so I was really happy to know the work that Genome is doing in regards to this deepening relationships. That's going to be the key moving forward. We've been so isolated from one another because of all the isms, racism, all of those things. And it's really time for us to begin to break the silos down so that we can be one together. In my language, we have a word, namwayut. Namwayut means we are all one. We're all interconnected. We're all one human race. And while we have much diversity, the underlining foundation of that really connects us is that understanding of namwayut. So I hope moving forward you'll remember that word, namwayut. It means we are all one. In all of my travels across Canada, every nation has a word or a phrase with that same understanding, and it's a core value to all Indigenous people. There are over 600 different nations in Canada, over 200 here in British Columbia. Distinct, separate nations. We had different governing structures, different languages, different cultures. We ate different food. We had different housing, different clothing. If I came from my home village to Vancouver, I wouldn't be able to understand them at all. The languages were so different. And it was because we all had relationship to the land. Whereas now we say, or people say, I own this land. We never owned the land. We belonged to the land. We were in relationship with the land. And so that idea of namwayut extended to the land as well, to the environment, to the animals, and everything. And it really dictated how we showed up. If I knew inherently that I was connected to any person I came into conversation with, and I knew we were connected, and I knew that how I felt, what I said, what I thought would affect them. I'd be more intentional of being loving and kind and uplifting. And so I do that in my life. I embrace the value of Namuyut, that we're all one, that we're all connected. This morning, I want to sing a song for you. In my work now, I speak about kindness, lateral kindness, to mitigate lateral violence. And the answer for all of the disparities that we have is the lack of love, because we're born now into these systems, all the systems of Canada, and we have to focus on going to school and getting the good grades so we can go to the good college or the good university and get the good job so we could have a nice house, and on and on and on that list goes, and we're very focused on that kind of success. And I believe I was taught that we were born love. We were born love, and it's kind of educated out of us through all the systems that we have to live in, being born here in Canada. And if we can get back to love, just loving people for simply being here, for simply existing. There are people, even in power in the country next to us, that hate for less. And so I want all of us to begin to love for even less, just because we are Namuyut. So I'm being bold in this next chapter in my life and telling everybody, I love you. I'm going to make it really uncomfortable for people and say, I love you, because I want to be bold with that. I want to be as bold and as loud as the people who are filling the world with hate and separation. And so I want us to come together. And that was, another reason why I was so eager to come on board with Genome. I felt that with everybody that I've come into contact with so far, that welcoming, that there were no silos. I wasn't othered. I hadn't othered anybody. And I'm really grateful for that. And I pray that idea, that feeling will resonate through all the work that you do. And that for the countless numbers of people and families and children that your work is going to impact, it's my hope that they feel that love, that passion from the work that you've done. That's going to make the difference, the love in it and the humanity in it. So this song I'm going to sing for you is a love song. And it says, so great is my love for you, precious one, that I cry. Let me have a drink first. Lambs waya kwosaya di ha iai ha kangi ha lambs waya Saya di ha akan giai I love you all. I hope you have a great time together today, and remember to come with open hearts and open minds, and to continue to do the great work that you have been doing, but to also lift one another up in the work that everybody else is doing. Gela Kessler.
Thank you, Shelley. And I absolutely love you being willing to share your time with us this morning and work with Genome BC. Thank you.